Dale, first things first, how does it feel to be back at the club?
Yeah, really good. It's good to be back. It's an exciting time. It's good to see all the changes in and around this place. Obviously, 12, 13 years ago, it was a lot different. So yeah, really happy to be back and really looking forward to it.
A former Mill yourself, we'll take a minute to reminisce. What are some of your best memories from your time at the club previously?
Um, Maybe not the best memory, but playing at all three grounds was quite unique. Obviously, me and Andy have both done that, so that's something quite unique at the club and something I'm relatively proud about, which is strange. But at the same time, the promotions, seeing New York get built, obviously the chairman was a massive part of that, saving the club effectively from administration. So there's a lot of stuff where you almost saw the club where it were almost out of business, and it progressed and then got to the championship. So a lot of positives in there with a lot of very strange things that don't normally happen.
Matt Hamshaw spoke about Rotherham United DNA within this team. How important is that, and do you see yourself as someone who fits that criteria?
Yeah, because I'm from the area. I think that the gaffer wants to instill that DNA that you represent the fans, you represent the club. So just the basic values of honesty, hard work, endeavour, all the prerequisites that should be happening will be there. And then on top of that, hopefully, the style of play that the manager wants to play.
Can you give us a bit of an insight as to how this came about and what the conversations between yourself and the gaffer have been like?
It happened quite quickly, to be honest. The club reached out to Peterborough, asked to see if obviously I was available. That obviously conversation went obviously a positive way in terms of yes. And then from that point, I got the opportunity to speak to the manager. And as soon as I spoke to the manager, like I say, it happened quite quickly. He told me his plans for the club, what the chairman wants to do, and how we want to move it forward. And the biggest thing is obviously bring a positivity back, get bums on seat, get bums off seat, hopefully in the stadium at the same time. So, and like I said, bring that DNA where obviously Woody's back, Andy's back, and people who have been at the club a long time and know how this club runs, and hopefully know how this club can be successful. So that was the main thing, and obviously the main selling point. Obviously the manager, I've known him a long time, and he brings a lot of positivity and a lot of experience in the coaching setup. So it's something that I'm really looking forward to.
In your time away from the club, you've had coaching experience at the likes of Barnsley and, as you say, Peterborough. How important was your time at those clubs, and how much have you enjoyed the switch to coaching since you hung up your boots?
Yeah, so the gaffer got me into coaching. Unfortunately, I had a couple of bad injuries while I was here, but at the same time, the gaffer reached out and said, "Look, he was the head of coaching at the time. Do you want to come and do some coaching on an evening?" Because I was out for just shy of a year at that point. So I came in with the 14s. Obviously, I was 27. And I just got the bug then. I got the bug, and then from that point, I always did a little bit while I was out. And then when I went and left to go to Torquay, I did exactly the same. Went with the 18s, doing that bit. And I had a clear decision because I retired young at 31. What do I want to do? Do I want to carry on playing and eking it out, or do I want to stick to this, what I've been doing for the last 4 years? So, I cracked on with it. I got the bug, and I've absolutely loved it ever since. Got some really good advice and really good exposure at Barnsley from the academy all the way through to first team. Felt really fortunate that the manager at the time, Daniel Stendhal, took an opportunity to bring me to the first team. And we were really successful in that season, got promoted from League One into the Championship. Then I got exposed to the Premiership at Hearts. That was very different. Again, a different culture, different styles of play, all the things up there. And then again at Peterborough, I feel really fortunate that Grant McCann brought me in at the time, because it's a unique club in terms of how they develop players, how they bring players in. So almost that upbringing I had from academy football was almost that culmination there, because we bring a lot of young players in. So it was really something that I enjoyed. And then again, really fortunate to work with Darren Ferguson, who's an outstanding manager, and he took and gave me a lot of trust to do and be me. So for the last 3 years, I've worked with some really good managers at Peterborough, and like I say, I feel very fortunate. And then the call came, and here I am.
In terms of your own attributes, what are you looking to bring to the coaching staff?
I think I will bring a lot of energy, a lot of positivity, and hopefully that experience and the learnings that I've had over the last 12 years through different managers and obviously successful managers at relative levels. I hope I bring that experience as well, and obviously then a coaching CV that's, like I said, at the minute I've been quite fortunate to learn from some very, very good managers. So I hope I bring that experience as well, and at the same time, someone that the boys can lean on, basically like a conduit between the players and the staff, and they don't always have to rely on the manager. They can come and speak to me, and hopefully someone that they enjoy working with.
You're back just in time for pre-season. It's an important time when the players return. What are you looking for upon their return?
Again, positivity, coming back to a new environment, a new staff. The centenary year, so it's an opportunity where the club want to be positive, and there's a lot of good feeling around the club. So hopefully the boys come back in some good fettle. But they know, and it's been outlined that it's going to be a tough pre-season for them. But at the same time, I know that they'll come back knowing that there's a positive environment here, so it's something they can all look forward to.
Are you still actively participating in the runs, or are you more than happy for having the stopwatch in your hands and the whistle at the side of the pitch?
I think when you go to the dark side in the coaching, you get this almost the lad on the left shoulder is a bit of a sick thing. You almost enjoy seeing him doing the doggy work that you used to do. So it was 14 years of pre-season. So yeah, when you see them doing a bit, I still try and keep myself fit. The gaffer's massive on it. Obviously Woody will help with us because obviously he's just come out of it. So yeah, I do try to keep myself relatively fit, but I think it's something I'm going to have to improve on at the same time. But like I said, there's that little bit of sickness in me where I do enjoy seeing them running and working hard.